Hey guys, welcome back to some more. Jamie.
Forgot about some more.
Jamie plays Zelda. Jamie plays The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass.
Indeed.
All right, we left off where you beat.
I don't remember where we left off.
You beat the Temple of Fire. You got the boomerang.
Oh, the guy that turns into three guys.
Yeah.
That feels like forever ago.
Okay.
It's been a while. I'll try and remember what's been going on.
I think it's been like 9 days or something.
That's an eternity.
The first thing you got to do is they send you back to the Temple of the Ocean King, and you get the titular item, the
Phantom Hourglass. I still haven't quite understood what's killing you in these dungeons. Is there a name for this mysterious killing?
It's like
aura.
Soul drain. It drains your soul. I think it said. Did it say something like that? Well, what did you think of some of the puzzles in here? Because you don't. This is more like stealth based because you don't interact with the enemies really.
Stealth?
You don't fight them. You can't kill them.
Stealth is like hiding in the shadows. This is just throw a rock and haul ass around the corner. I'm a pretty impatient guy, so I wasn't even doing it like, oh, okay, wait till he's all the way in the corner so it's the farthest away from visible. I'm just like, just run by, because there are safe spots.
Yes.
Like, they're not sprinters. Mm-hmm. Just run by them. I was never in danger.
Your time never got close to zero.
No.
Okay, so you were fine.
I have enough juice in the Phantom Hourglass.
I believe it's called sand, but
Sand, yeah, juice, sand.
You have to get the 3 force gems.
Oh, yeah, you got to carry them over your head and slowly walk them back.
Yeah.
You can fit like 14 shovels and all that in your body, but like these you got to carry over your head.
So at the end of the road, we get the second quadrant, the map, and you go give it to Lineback, and he's like, "This thing's dirty." Like,
yes, and you have to blow into the mic. This game wants to make you blow a lot.
what do you do at this point? Do you just start like wandering
I mean,
around?
once you get the boat pretty early on when you sail, and I really didn't do any kind of exploring around. This time I did kind of go around a little bit. So I mean, there was obviously a lot of sailing, which I have to say in this game is annoying.
The sailing, really?
Yes.
Oh,
It takes
okay.
too damn long. I need a turbocharged sailboat. I want a speedboat. I pick up my phone to do something while the boat is going, but then they throw those stupid freaking things that pop out and make you jump. So I have a feeling they were like, oh yeah, this is kind of boring. People are picking up their phones while they're playing. We're gonna put some random crap so that they have to pay attention to the screen and can't be looking at their phone and watching YouTube while the boat is taking 60 seconds to get across the, like a fish will jump out and you have to poke them and kill them with the cannon and you get some rupees, or there's a frog that jumps out every once in a while and like goes whoopee whoopee. I don't understand that. I've hit him a couple times. He's like, "What are you doing that for, man? I'll see you later." And I'm like,
So you went to Cannon Island.
I did.
What do you think of the naming of these locations?
They dug deep on that one.
There's some really fun names later on.
Windy Isle and Cannon Island.
I believe Windy Isle.
Is it Windy Isle?
I believe it was called the Isle of Gust.
Whatever. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
They're not trying very hard.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So you get the cannon.
Get the cannon. I'm like,
Did you?
again, it was kind of a point. The guy's like, "Oh, he's right over there, but you gotta go all the way around the island." I'm like, "He's let me in the door." Like, it's right behind the door, but I can't knock on the door. You should just walk all the way around the island. And I end up literally like 5 feet away from where I started.
Right. Yeah.
So dumb.
Does he just give you the cannon, or do you have to?
I think you have to pay like 50 rupees for it. And he's like, "This is gonna be super expensive."
Oh, right. Okay, I'm thinking.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, are you ready? This is gonna break the bank. And he's like, 50 rupees. We're like, whatever, dude.
So you can make it to the west side of this quadrant. You break the little boulders. You see the ghost ship then.
You chase the ghost ship into the fog, and then that's how you learn that the fog is impenetrable, which I found out multiple times.
Oh, okay. So you make it to the next, the major island, I guess, would be Molita Island.
I knew it began with an M, and that's all I knew.
Did you explore the rest of the island, by the way? There's like a shop, and there's
I think so. I always go into the shop, and I always look at the stuff, and I'm like...
Did you buy anything?
I did. I bought something, and I remember finding it again, going, "Oh crap, I didn't need to buy it." And that's always what I think when I go into a shop in one of these games is, they're trying to sell me something that I know I'm gonna find 20 minutes from now in a dungeon in like a treasure chest. But I think it was the same in the last game we played. You're just overflowing with rupees. You're never at a loss for rupees.
Yes.
So I'm already like...
So what'd you buy? Like a Rudo crown? I think they had like
Rudo crown.
pearls or something. There's a bunch of treasure, like miscellaneous treasure.
Yeah, I want to buy the bombs.
Okay.
Because I believe I've already seen a crack somewhere. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I know, bomb.
But you can't buy.
But I can't bombs because I don't have a bomb sack.
Is that what they call it?
I think so.
A sack.
I think it's
you
a
don't
bomb
have a sack.
I don't think they call it a bomb bag. I think they call it a
Jamie
bomb
needs
sack.
a sack. Okay.
If you're playing this in Iowa, it's sack.
Okay.
They don't say bag there. They say sack. Just a tidbit for all you out there. I'm sure there are other Midwestern states where they say sack, but...
You kind of have to solve the puzzle on Molita Island, where it's like there's like the different tablets, and you draw on the map, and like X marks the spot. You met the old.
It's not the sun that gives you that, is it?
The old wayfarer's son.
You go see the sun. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not helping you. Get out of here. And you just, meh. And then the first time I'm like, okay. And I just like, he's not gonna be much help, so I just wandered away. I left. Attacked the fog blindly a couple more times. I'm like, and every time you do the fog, they're like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't. I don't know if the spirit's talking to you. Like, there's just no way. We're getting lost. And then like, so you got this kid like, I'm not gonna help you. Figure it out yourself. And then you got the spirit like, we can't figure it out ourselves. We need help. And I'm like, one of these things is wrong. So I went back to the sun, and I just happened to hang out in that room a little bit longer this time. And then he goes, all right, yeah. That didn't happen the first time. So I left the room before he said, wait, come back.
You talk to him once, and then he says, go away, I don't want to talk to you. Then you leave, and as you're leaving, he shouts at you.
Did not happen the first time. So I wasted all this time attacking the fog again, because he never did that. So I just happened to, I'm like, at this point, I'm grasping at straws. I went back to him, and then he told me, don't leave.
All right, there are 4 characters in this entire world. You got to talk to one of them twice.
Hey, he's very emo about his dad leaving. I don't like that guy. But, to his credit, the dad is like, haha, the sea calls. Goodbye, wife and son that I love. I wish I could stay. I gotta go. It's like it's my duty. And then he's out the door. He's like, see ya, pew. And he's going to his secret lair.
You get the shovel. You find the secret hideout, and you find the map.
The map to finally get through the fog. And then you get over there, and I just went right to the Isle of
Gust.
Gust.
No exploration yet.
Well, I explored the southwest. Something hints to you that there's something in between the 3 pillars or something. So I discovered the little island there. The spirit that upgrades the things that I'm now collecting. I think you need like 10 of them, and I'm like nowhere near it. And then down there's like some random dude wandering around on a ship. On his own boat, and you board it, and he's like, hee. And there's like 4 little goblins, and you save him, and he just like gives you stuff. That happened twice. I boarded him again, like 20 minutes later, and he was like cowering again. Like, why are you letting these goblins on board?
This is the land of the pirates. Like,
No,
you don't.
He needs some better defense on his boat.
You're his defense.
I guess.
So you made it to the Isle of Gust. Anything give you trouble here, or was this pretty straightforward?
Don't remember anything being troublesome.
How about the little sandworms you came across?
I typically just ran.
Okay.
Who cares? Like, again, the game tries to make you be all stealthy and use your brain. It's like, you just run. If they catch you, and then run again.
Okay.
If you lose a heart, so what?
Right.
Shave some mow the lawn and get some more hearts. And since I discovered, if you have the shovel, just dig for like 30 seconds and you will find full hearts. The ground is loaded with stuff. I remember a previous where you had the shovel, and it's like once in a while you'd find like 1 rupee. It's like not tempting to dig at all. It is a waste of time. This, you're just like, pring, rupee, pring, heart, pring, rupee, pring. It's like everywhere you dig, there is treasure.
So you have to blow the little windmills. There's a little puzzle of which ones you have to blow, and
I blew the first windmill without looking at the map. Just because I saw a windmill, I'm like, I guess I gotta blow it. So I blew the windmill, and it stopped. I'm like, wait, am I gonna have to like blow super hard to get it spinning super fast and then go run and blow another one real quick? So I'm thinking, I don't know if I can blow 3 windmills at once. So then I looked at the map. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it.
so you make it to the second dungeon.
Yep.
Major dungeon. You know what it's called?
No.
Well, the first one was called the Temple of Fire. So what do you think this one's called?
Wind.
Temple of Wind. Yeah. Did this dungeon in general give you much trouble?
It was fairly straightforward, except it got to the point where I was just wandering around in circles.
Okay.
And I didn't know why. up until now, I haven't really had to use any sort of puzzle-solving brain power. It's just been kind of, here's the next obstacle, get over it, and it's been fairly linear. This is the first time where I was like, just doing that. I'm like, so after like it starts seeping in, I'm like, okay, pause, think, look, and then I'm like, oh, the thing in the bottom left. I haven't been there, and then there's a staircase. How do I? And then I kind of, there's stuff like that where I just like, sometimes I just walking around blindly.
Right, yeah.
Not thinking. There was some weird wind one where you had to push a block to like go up on a wind and up on a wind on top of the block to get over on the thing, which didn't really make sense. I just happened to guess correctly the first time. Like,
I know that particular puzzle. It's kind of hard to see because you're in a 3D, like
yeah,
a 2D
the
and it's a 3D
isometric
world.
view doesn't really make that apparent. There have been a few things where I've just kind of guessed. There have been some things that could have stumped me, but didn't.
Okay.
Lucky, I think.
So you get the dungeon. You remember the dungeon item?
No.
And I believe in Iowa they call it a sack.
Okay, here's the thing. At some point, somebody gives me bombs, and I accept them. And my first thought was, where am I putting these in? I don't have any recollection of getting the sack.
Yeah, that's the dungeon item.
When did I get the sack?
In the dungeon.
Okay.
You eventually make it to, the dungeon boss. Cyclock. Did this guy give you any trouble?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Going into the boss, you see these gusts, and the boss is up there. I just start lobbing bombs, and hopefully it hits one of the tornadoes, and then hopefully it hits him when it goes up. Again, like on the last boss, this game I don't feel gives you a good indication that you are doing damage. Usually, like a boss will flash, or it's very clear you are doing damage.
Okay.
This game doesn't seem to me to give you that indication. So, like the first boss, I was like whacking him all the time, and I was doing no damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, maybe it's the same thing with this guy. So next time I knocked him down, I just lobbed nothing but bombs. I had like 6 bombs, and I'd still go bam, 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 and they all exploded and just nuked him.
Easy boss.
Yes.
Easy dungeon for the most part.
Yeah, except for that wandering aimlessly without using my brain. Yeah.
Any deaths?
No.
No deaths.
I
Okay.
left the dungeon once.
Oh.
Like I was wandering around, and you know how you can like once you open up a certain door, it like leads back to the beginning.
They give you a lot of shortcuts.
I was wandering, and I didn't realize I had gone through the recently opened shortcut. And I went out a door, so that was it. I accidentally left. No deaths.
How are we feeling about The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass through 2 dungeons? Is it still a kids game?
Yes.
Okay.
I am still feeling the same. I've got a bad right wrist, so this is physically also kind of hurting me to play.
Are you still going with the 2?
Yeah, I'm just kind of holding it. I'm just the act of holding that tiny little stylus is after about a half hour, I have to start like.
Are you playing in short segments, kind of like?
Yeah, I mean this game doesn't really make you want to do a 6-hour marathon.
Oh no, God, no! This is not for that.
No,
this is a handheld game. This is meant to be played on the go. 20 minutes here.
Right.
You can just close the clamshell. You don't have to save.
Right. So I'm expecting things to get a little longer, the dungeons and all that, because things are going to get more complex. So I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to tape it to like a big giant pretzel log or something. Just I don't know. It's the first big thing. Whatever, something bigger to hold on to, so I'm not like straining to hold this little stylus.
Just in the act of playing.
Physically,
the game.
this game is physically killing.
Has your thoughts on the control scheme evolved at all, or does it?
I still don't like it.
You don't like it.
Is
it like a major hindrance, or is it just like?
Major, no, but it is annoying. It is a constant low level of annoyance because A, physically it hurts after a while. B, I don't like the controls because, like I said in the last one, I need Diablo controls. And if you are going right to left, your hand covers the screen, which is just stupid. Like, if you want to go to the left side, like the far left side of the screen, your hand is covering 2/3 of the screen. That's just dumb.
Well, I never really had that problem, I guess. Maybe it's more the way you hold the stylus, I guess. I mean, are you holding it at the tip or something?
Well, no, unless you've got a
loose stylus.
Do you have a 12-inch stylus where you're holding it up here?
No, but it's like on an angle. I don't know. I never had that problem, but okay.
I don't know, man.
Low level of hindrance.
Again, if I had Diablo controls, I could just tap on the left side of the screen and it would go over
You want a
there.
mouse instead of a stylus.
That would be much nicer. By the way, I don't think we talked about it, but the guy that loves milk,
Oh, the milk bar?
the milk bar, please tell me that it's a regular bar in Japan.
The milk bar?
Yes. This seems like one of those things where it's beer, they're drinking beer in Japan, but then you bring it over to the States and, oh, they're getting drunk on milk.
No,
What?
it's a milk bar.
Wow.
This is a reoccurring theme in Zelda too. Like if
Getting drunk on milk?
there's a bar
That's some
in
special milk.
in Majora's Mask, there's a milk bar,
Really?
and kids are not allowed into it.
Wow.
You have to have special authority to get into the milk bar.
Fermented
it's only
milk?
only open at nighttime. It's
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought for sure. I'm like, okay, this dude's drinking beer in Japan, right?
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Now, there's an upcoming puzzle. I want to know what the chat has to say about this one. There's an upcoming puzzle.
Are you claiming that I'm going to fail this puzzle? You do this. You've
I
done this in the
think-
past. And I've thwarted you every time.
I think there's gonna be a puzzle that you are gonna get stumped at. You will eventually figure it out, of
No way.
course.
Gonna get it right away.
You might message me and be like, I don't know how to do
Nope.
this.
Gonna get it right away.
But afterwards, I think I'm gonna quote, and Jamie's gonna say, "This was the dumbest
Ooh,
puzzle
a
I have
dumb-
ever
oh,
seen." That could
no.
be considered a hint, maybe.
Okay.
But I think you're gonna think there's an upcoming. I think everybody knows this is the notorious puzzle from Phantom Hourglass.
See, now my confidence is gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah, because you made it seem like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to figure this out. But now you're making it seem like I'm too smart for this puzzle, which could very well be.
I think this is probably the single most looked up thing in Phantom Hourglass.
Wow. Okay.
Where people are like,
I
what the heck to do?
Guarantee I'm gonna hate
I think
this.
everybody should know what I'm talking
I'm gonna
about.
hate this then. Okay.
You're gonna get it, and it's
Alright.
you're just gonna be like, and roll your eyes,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about it.
I'm
on the
not
next
surprised.
episode.
I'm not surprised.
Tune in next time to see what Jamie thinks about the notorious Phantom Hourglass puzzle.